Happy Valentine's Day. I'm glad you've chosen to spend your Valentine's Day night with me instead of doing anything else. Because who would have anything else to do? Right? Who would have anything to do? The only important thing is watching me play this game, right? And today, we're playing a game that I have been looking out for. A game I have wanted to play. It's been over a year. It first came onto my radar. It was actually before. I remember it because it was Game Awards. It came onto my radar before Destiny 2's The Witch Queen expansion came out. I'm talking, of course, about Season, A Letter to the Future. The game about a post-atmospheric, it's an atmospheric, pre-apocalyptic bike ride to find memories. Already finished my date for the day, so I've got some time here. Hey, Manji! You did. You had a wonderful date with Lily, didn't you? Congrats on 100% in Kata with Shoujo. It's, pretty awesome. I did it earlier, but, you know, take your time on it or whatever. Yeah, I've been super interested in this game since I saw it revealed. I saw it revealed at the same time. It came onto my radar the same time as Callisto Protocol, too. That was the same Game Awards stream, and I remember I only watched the Game Awards because of Val, so once again, thanks, Val. So, hey, Mateo. Glad you could make it out to the stream. It's nice to have it finally have settled. Yes, absolutely. It's more people should have nice little 100% files of Kata with Shoujo. But so I've not touched this, like, I've not opened this game up at all since I bought it because I've been waiting to get the reveal on stream. So let's everything I saw about this game really appealed to me. I think I've talked about it. I really like games like What Remains of Edith Finch and just these narrative storytelling games. And so this one really did stick out to me. I love games that really rely on atmosphere and telling things through things other than just like present character dialogue. I like to get lost in stories like that. A good example of that is Before Your Eyes. I don't know if anybody's heard of that one, but I remember that one very clearly. This is my kind of thing, like, immensely, so let's actually start it up. It will be nothing, and you will hear no BGM for now, but let me see if I can get capture so to just capture anything that goes full screen. As I hit play. Hopefully it's not huge. There we go. Seeing it. Welcome to Season, A Letter to the Future. Work of fiction was designed, developed, and produced by a team made up of different cultures, backgrounds, and beliefs. Any resemblance to real places, entities, and persons is completely coincidental. Okay, I just recommended to play with a controller. I like that I have one. Is it too loud or too quiet for everyone? It's fine in my ears, but there's always different on stream than it is in my own ears, as made plainly evident by Persona 3 Portable. Audio sounds good to me. Perfect. Controls. Menu, journal. It's audio, camera. Tracked. Physical. Look and app. Okay. Oh, and we have a bell. Perfect. No inverted camera. Oh, I should find pedaling. I should find where's it at? Do they not have... Oh, perfect. Subtitles are on by default. That's awesome. Okay. The opacity. I'll keep that. Okay. Let's start. Are you?
Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight, just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go: that I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
Right. Unview included. So what is the journal so far? All right. I do really like that kind of opening. We're set up on what's going to happen, and now we're the ones that have to make it happen. Aw, little bear.
3, 2, 1. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
Mr. Lotto. That was cute. Catalog of Strangers. Fearsome tales for blasé children. A Catalog of Strangers is an introduction to the more frightful aspects of the world. A reasonable amount of fear and fun makes for prudent children. Alright.
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
Price room. Wandering Tale Festival 7. Hope you like him more than you'd have liked a fish, Ate. Folded by Pate. Terrifying kids into behaving. Every culture loves to do. The owl spreads her wings. This bill is worth 10 poems. Dramatic treasure. Very pretty and oh, stole something up. It's Dad. I went out for a climb. Be back this evening. Hugs and kisses. Nightlife in the plaza.
You're up. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village anymore, but if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you.
Just what?
Diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness.
Pendant.
It was Dr. Fumio's last invention. He realized that some psychedelic maladies were impossible to cure, so he made the pendant to prevent them in the first place. If you have a better idea how to protect your brain from being destroyed, let's hear it. That's what I thought. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense: sound, smell, feel, sight, taste. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of the object. 3. Feed the object into the burner. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant.
Yeah, this setting is really, really interesting.
That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless. At least. No, You must remember everything. That's your role.
What happens if you do tell the member?
The pendant needs this little sacrifice. I want to be sure it works. Don't be afraid. A few memories is a small price to pay for knowing you'll be safe. Okay, so this old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember you and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Your dad came home. We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling. Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space fills itself back in until I forget that I forgot anything at all. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them independent forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Okay.
Granite, seaside, darkness. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
Wait, smell first.
Ancient perfume, sweet. Nothing is ever lost. Sweet wax honey. How I've tried to save things.
Well, and honey flip.
Honey, wax, baby, waves. I was loved by people I have no memory of.
As long as I burn, very last.
Nothing. I used to see souls everywhere. Childhood. Too sweet, too old. I always wanted to experience new things.
Fashion, ginger. Gin, blocked nasal cavity, upside down stomach disorder, flights of fancy, dorsal and spastic melt, cloud dreams, pond foot, wandering tinkle, moonbirds, and birds. No guarantee applies. Nothing in life is ever guaranteed. Really don't want to miss things.
Nothing. I was born in the glow of my parents' love. Nothing. I remember who my dad was.
Now there's things.
Nothing. I collect stories. Faint, damp canyon. A friend gave me this a long time ago. Nothing. I take care of fragile things. Nothing. I always looked for other worlds.
Just
Tangled nest, sour play. This speaks to how my dad loved me. Glue, acid, dust, pulp. How I always wanted to meet these strangers. Sour, handshake, sweat. I always had the intuition the world could change completely. Nothing. I look closely. My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
okay, still the same thing. Well, I think I know what I'll choose. This one.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountains. He was a great climber. He even found us a new source of water. I hoped after he would climb less, maybe even retire. But he always wanted to explore, and the only direction to go was up. Maybe the Elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to your dad. If someone has the energy to leave, it needs to go somewhere.
I do wonder if these will have an impact. It's interesting. There's a lot of choices for it, so.
He fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body. But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace? A trace as strong as the flowers would still have their scent. Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please? Thank you. What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. This ginger drink has been in our family for generations. And you, as soon as you were old enough to talk, you said, let's drink it. It's hundreds of years old, like you already wanted to experience something different. Well, we all had one horrible sip. But boy, we laughed. What would we do without you? What will we do without you? Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
Let's see.
Soft, cold, smooth. I used to see souls everywhere.
So there's one of them. Spoon.
Waxy, papery, chewable. How I've tried to save things.
Candy.
My hand in my own hand. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
And
Wax, soft, ancient wall. I was loved by people I have no memory of. My bag and Dad's camera.
wrong one.
Ready for the great departure. Cheap velvet flower. I collect stories. Cool, scratchy palm grains. A friend gave me this a long time ago. Creased paper lines. I take care of fragile things. The binding is loose. The lace of the cover is ready to slip away. How I always wanted to meet these strangers. Fabric, skin, plush, limbs. This speaks to how my dad loved me.
Passing out in a rainstorm with an origami don't need bad reminders. Can't believe you
Cool,
just made a heavy rain
patterned
reference.
brass. I always looked for other worlds. Try. Slime. I always had the intuition the world could change completely. Aggressive. Delicate. Mineral. I look closely.
It's that one.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, feel the beetle shell. When you were a little kid and I'd wash your pants, I'd check the pockets and find all kinds of little things you'd collected off the ground. Rocks, leaves, bits of string, and bugs. It happened less and less as you got older. But I remember the afternoon I found this beautiful blue beetle in your pocket. I thought, oh, this might be the last time. And this dead insect suddenly became so precious to me. What is it in our young eyes that imbue every small thing with meaning? Why do we lose this? I don't think you ever did. I'm fine. Let's do sight next. Pick something that looks nice.
Gold, glint, smile, blushing face. I used to see souls everywhere.
Okay, well,
So, what did you end up choosing? There were years when you saw faces everywhere. We had to be gentle with everything in case it had a soul. I remember you saw some sticks on the ground in the shape of a face. You were so worried what would happen if the wind blew. I secretly put the sticks away and showed you the face on this spoon. Look, she transformed, I said. You were so serious, studying it, thinking how a soul could transform shapes. Eventually, you stop seeing faces everywhere. Does the world have fewer souls in it now than when you were a child? Or are they still out there? For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner. The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever.
Losing memory. See on cars as a kid.
We're standing here. You're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it.
Of course.
Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up.
We've done what we needed to do at home.
I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too? Look at us. There we are. There we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future.
My mother's lost memories protect my mind from the outside world. Yeah, I'm feeling that same thing, Mateo. Future will hear what I heard, see what I see. Final smile. I left home. What is in our young eyes that in every small 100-year-old drink? I used to see souls. See. To choose how these things exist. Okay. That's very cool.
I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet.
Rituals take grief and shape. That looks very, very.
I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this
That was
season.
Oh, I'm being quiet.
I'll
I
start
apologize.
by recording the only place I've ever known.
I will talk closer to the microphone and enunciate my words better so they'll mix it up. Oh, is that lagging on stream for you guys?
Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up.
Should check if there's anything else to interact with. It's just my OBS window that's being. Very, very. It's, I like this design. I like how stylized this feels.
We have plenty of fresh water here. I wonder if it's more scarce in the outside world.
What steep steps.
Last
Very.
night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio.
Do it normally. Oh, that's what change pace means. Okay.
This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Karo back in 776. They live on through our traditions.
Pictures and audio. His life working to cure psychedelic maladies. There are 3 murals celebrating his work.
There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work.
Mark the day Dr. Fumio cured memory access.
Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here.
Smell.
Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon.
Oddly
I had
specific.
to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain.
Ew. Oh.
This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio. It draws on the pure mountain air. There's something eerie about an instrument that plays itself. But wind chimes aren't eerie. I think the self-playing instrument needs to imply the presence of a person who isn't there, like this one does, to be properly eerie.
Presence of a...
A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else.
instrument itself. Gotta. So we can actually go and... I guess we can't place the things from other... I really like this aspect. This is very, very cool. I'm really loving this already. Still don't have enough on Dr. Fu. High up in the mountains. See a little bit more about that, but it is a very nice morning.
Pate's little daydream of leaving this place, of seeing something weird.
Fish in the sky. R.I.P. Dr. Fumio. Dream sickness dream.
Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it.
Never cured of it. Sickness. Okay. Cool filters.
Taro Village is nice if you're a child or an old person. But for those of us in between, I need to leave.
For those of us in between. Goodbye, Karo. Music and poetry tonight. Karo Cafe.
This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too.
I wonder what it was. Floral cure. Come learn medicinal plant recipes handed down from Dr. Fumio.
We learned to grow cures for maladies from the outside world, even though they seem to be long gone. It's just tradition.
Party.
Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one.
The annual poetry slam. That'd be kind of cool. Say, I think that might be Pate. We mark the day Dr. Fumio cured time misperception disorder. Memory of Augusta Kale.
The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception.
Cured maladies.
Dr. Fumio was an important person, but we also just have a need to put a human face on events that are beyond our control. He may have felt just as scared and helpless as everyone else.
Mission that was so ambitious, his work is the basis of all our tradition. Made Karo into a safe place where people could come to be healed. Okay, so we have 3 conclusions. Oh, okay, you can tap it, not just hold it down. That's actually really... No. They have very interesting steps here. Fishing.
I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence.
Fishing can be very relaxing. Is it lagging really badly on the stream? I can't tell. Karo, founded 1710.
Karo Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image.
Not lagging for me, okay. because I didn't test how this game ran while streaming before actually starting.
This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
The lag, you're not sure if it's the stream or my internet. Whoa, I am dropping a ton. I'm at like 20 FPS. Hold on, let me... Struggling a bit when running around. Okay, I can probably mess with... Tap it down. I was just getting some as... What if I ran it in Windows? That might also fix some stuff, because maybe full screen is what's, Exit. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting such low frame rate on this. It's kind of annoying. If it persists, I will lower the render quality a little more. It's coming from outside.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
I was watching, it does immediately drop FPS as soon as the cutscene ends. There has to be some way. I'm gonna try this. What if it's this? Oh, but then everything's blurry. And it doesn't change it enough to actually matter. That's... That's the most graphics I can adjust. Let's see what this does. Because it's running perfectly fine on my screen. That's the thing. Like, I'm not getting any issues on my screen. But I can see it on the preview that it's frame dropping. I mean, this place seems to be we'll have to live with it. It's not a gameplay intent. I mean, like, you'll be listening and seeing, and if I'm taking photos, you'll be seeing. So it shouldn't be too big of an issue. I feel bad, but, like, what else can you do? I can look after stream and see maybe if it's running on the wrong... it's trying to render off of different stuff, but...
Pate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
Just leave. Ghetto. Yeah, we'll deal with it, hope it doesn't get worse. It shouldn't get worse. What color bike do we want to take, chat? I'm partial to a blue or a pink bike. It's not just my adventure, it's our adventure. You have a vote for pink. Partial to blue or pink. Let's take pink. Hey, at least the loading screen's at 60 FPS. Pink's a very good color. It's beautiful. What the? That was weird. Park the bicycle. Path out of Caro. Can't look up far enough. Yay, bell. Very nice bell. My JRPG instincts were kicking in, and I was about to start exploring the grass for everything we could look at. Season. A letter to the future. Camera adjustment's a little bit funky on the bike. Okay, circle mount. That's right. Circle. old mining stuff. Rail carts. Oh, that's pretty. It's very pretty. Yeah, I like that. Focus settings, filters, nice zoom control, and oh, oh, okay, okay, all right, all right.
Most of what I've seen from the outside world probably arrived in a cart like this.
Inspiration of it. I really, really like this scrapbooking feature. Oh, bless me. Just to put it on top.
I feel nourished in these sights by the unfamiliarity of it all. These means of connection, long in disuse, are certainly telling me something about the world. Will they be used again in the next season?
I wonder what this is a symbol. Like that though, old freight loading crane. Leave home for my daughter. Oh, I've got new stuff. Oh yeah, the photos I... You know what I should do? to take a photo of my bike. Letters. A post office. Or something similar. Caro postcard. Don't bother trying to visit. It simply isn't that kind of location. This village was very hard to find, but if you really need it, somehow you make your way there. I just want to let you know that I'm staying there for good. The season can only meet a violent end. It's too bright. Too cheery. Stay safe, Conway. Big Goni, Swing 4, Blissful Constellation. Greetings from Tiang Valley. Hey, guess where I am? I hope you looked at this side first. I had to pay my respects to the birthplace of Manchaz. A lot of tourists, but also a weird feeling to the place. It would take me more than a postcard to explain. Take care. Aldo. Tequilio. 5C Block 20. Radiant City Apartments. Why not trips around the Azan Islands? I feel like I'm walking tipsy on the edge of the earth. We're skipping from island to island, the way a stone skips along the surface of the water, leaving little ripples like a kiss or two. Oh, I don't know. I just miss you today. And today. And today. Kisses and hugs. You know who. Tomiko Advis, 745 Hermitage Row, Row 4, Prismatic Grounds.
I can see in these letters that the outside world has extremes, of beauty and tragedy beyond anything I've known.
A blank letter. Dear Esdale, I'll be surprised if this letter reaches you. The war has become like a deranged sleeper thrashing in bed, eyes closed tight. I've noticed how the soldiers strip people of their clothes first. A smaller degradation which permits everything that follows. I wish I had loved you more completely when the world allowed it. What? Odell. Say? Love. Okay. I've never seen love spelled that way.
They were right. The letter never made it. The season before this one, the war, seems so horrible.
Okay.
In the village, these cranes look like little creatures, grazing. I had no idea how huge they are.
Sketch. Bunch of cranes. Oh, it's making me notice. You know what? I just realized something. I'm gonna change something up on the stream, and I hope it fixes the issue. What if I do this? And I do this, and I close Discord. Oh, I have to switch to my capture. I'm also going to try doing a normal window capture rather than game capture. Does not want to recognize. Oh, main capture. I'm very silly. What in the hell is that? Why is that happening? That's very weird. Okay, never mind then. Let's see if it picks it back up. Don't let me down. Yeah, I don't know what the hell caused that. That was really weird. Okay, there we go. There we go. Why is it letterboxed now? Was it always letterboxed? I didn't notice that. However, 30. I think I might have at least gotten it to a stable 30. Nah, 25. It's a little bit better with Discord closed at least. That's an upside. It's a little bit better with Discord closed, so that works. I can just be a little piece of cardboard in the corner. Please get this letter to Dr. Fumio. I am suffering from memory excess, but cannot travel to the village for treatment. I was praying you could instruct me by mail how to cure myself of this disease. I am unable to forget. Now I realize how important it is to gain open space in the mind. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to forget. Please get this letter to Dr. Fumio.
Before setting up in Kero village, Dr. Fumio roamed the land curing people. It must have been hard when he wasn't around anymore, especially for people who couldn't travel to the village.
Another unmarked letter. Dear Cornelius, I've thought it over, and I have to tell you. The name you picked for your baby. It is terrible. Please do not go forward with it. I pray this letter reaches you in time. Yours, Deruo? Dorino. Okay, I can't read cursive apparently. Name you picked for your baby. It is terrible.
That poor baby.
Poor baby. I should probably not leave my bike behind. Okay, what is that actually? A bird's nest with letters in it? Kid got bullied for life. Oh, poor child. Okay. Wonder, do you think we can see Aro from here? Think we're far enough away to be able to look up and see the village, or seem like it? I do think this is better. 30, it works. I think the window's a little small, but 30 isn't 60, but it's better than 20. This is also a math class, if you weren't aware. I've been giving you math lessons. I do like that this is letterbox. Not math, yes math. Realized it was these pipes making those sounds.
Someone carved notches in the bamboo for the wind to flit through, so it can sing.
They are singing. It sounded like wolves howling, I have to be honest with you. Down towards the cranes. Little marshland. Focus. Yeah.
I heard that village was abandoned because of a mind disease. Not every community had someone like Dr. Fumio to perform cures.
I like how there's a weight to the stopping on the bike. It almost sounded like Dishonored ambience. The creaking of the metal. Explore this area on foot. Water too. Cannot cross that water. Okay, so never mind, we'll not be exploring by... We will not be going that way. Oh, we have to walk our bike across here. That makes sense. Frog!
I forgot what I was going to say.
Frog. That you making noise, Frog? Of interesting stuff over here. I wanted to see what there's something blue over here. Might have just been a rock, but I almost got stuck. I thought that was an old ship, but I do think those are old oil platforms there. Hi, sheep. Or goat.
We learned about old technology in school, but not much about animals. What are these strange goat-like creatures? Are they simply goats?
They might just be goats. If it looks like a goat and sounds like a goat, it's probably a goat. That one's a sheep. No, it's not a sheep, actually. Oh, so that's how he crossed the part that got, flooded out. Okay. Looks like a crab and sounds like a crab. There's a fair chance it's another crustacean undergoing carcinogenesis. Well, crabs are interesting. So they're a different category. Everything becomes crabs in the end. What a cool thought, old refinery plot.
I cycled through landscapes, seeing them for the first and last time. I had no idea when I left my home how the season would end, or more importantly, how soon. On a cold, damp day, I feel true loneliness for the first time. Nobody could have described with words how big this world is, how it goes and goes. I passed through it, where others passed before me.
Long journey. It's this way. Came from. Seems like a nicer place to stay than the rain.
The blades turn, but I bet they don't generate any power. Probably just swirling the air around.
Say. Okay, oh, there is a way in here. Nice.
This person wanted the season to change. Why?
I thought I might change the season by changing the landscape. Cut these down like trees. But that's not how a season changes. You're also trying to cut them down with a handsaw, my friend. Doesn't seem most reasonable. You know what? I've been thinking it for a while. You know what this environment reminds me of? The world of Nier. This kind of... there's still natural beauty to it, but you can tell it's in a stage of, whoa. You can tell it's in a stage of decay. It reminds me of the setting of both Gestalt and Automata. Which is incredible because that's one of the best worlds I've seen. So, that is a huge compliment because it's pulling it off incredibly well. Okay, okay. Rocks mean we don't go. Every line is dead. Every wire is cut. I hate this season.
They wanted the season to change because they were so alone. Time seems to pass differently around here. I feel so heavy and so light at the same time. I'm not really alone. I'm with myself. I'm with the earth.
closed signs. That's a wall. I wasn't looking where I was going.
One melody is like me out here alone. I can't really live like this. I have a feeling they use these music boxes to fall asleep.
One voice, one tune, alone in the wilderness can't last long. Two voices, a melody and a harmony is enough to survive a little while. Three voices, a community, song, can last a whole season.
They kept themselves company with music. Two voices is like me and my mom. We can survive, but eventually you need more. Three voices is complex as life is supposed to be. I could listen forever.
Can't read what the graffiti says. I met a driver from a group that's building a community. I'm leaving with him. Goodbye to this lonesome place. Goodbye to this lonesome season.
Looks like they made it out of here. But what is this group?
Prismatic. I think we've seen that before. I feel like we've definitely seen that phrase prismatic pop up in terms of the Yang Valley. We've also seen that. I do wonder how long the season is as well. Very interesting.
In the empty places, I found companionship in the tapes I recorded before leaving home. The elder told me the story of her life. I listened back to it, ready to note down anything that seemed important.
Let's set the scene for the listener, whoever that might be. This is the elder speaking. We're sitting in the plaza, saying goodbye to a dear soul. We're here to see if there's anything useful in my mind that could help you on your trip. A century's worth of memories, dreams, fantasies, visions. Like a big, old, haunted library. When I die, this library will burn down. But which book should we check out first? I don't have all the answers, but I do feel the story of my life could help you understand what kind of world is out there.
Nice.
It's okay not to understand everything right away. The moment may pass before you've gotten a firm hold on it, but as long as you're there to witness it, to take it down in your journal, you and others to come will someday take the time to make sense of it all.
What is your real?
Francis Cale, if you must know. You can call me Frank. Or Elder. Or the Elder. Or Elder Frank. You know, whatever. I don't care. I was born on the ocean. My mother and father worked on a cruise ship. The short-lived but glorious watery republics, floating cities. Most won their independence by the time I was born. How can I describe them? They were a jewel of the golden season.
Golden season?
Pleasure boats with a radical political program. How nice. The golden age was a time of flags, logos, mottos, mastheads. My mom taught me to read them. She was the ship's philosopher. My dad was a recycling engineer. Recycling on the ship was a matter of life and death. We had to get the most out of every object and watt of energy.
About your mom.
These symbols and gestures were layered with meaning. There are signals in the way you might move your hands or close your eyes. Her job was to manage the symbols and their meanings. She designed the ship's flag, for example. Let me draw it for you. After the war, people were disgusted with groups and symbols. Keep an eye out on your trip. I bet you won't see a signal flag flying. Her name was Augusta Cale.
Augusta Cale.
I loved the way the ship would tilt and roll with the waves, especially as I fell asleep. It was so comforting. Picture me as a kid in bed, feeling the swaying of the ship. It was like being rocked to sleep as a baby. I loved exploring the ship too, wandering through the suites, the swimming pool, the game rooms, and oh, there were 2 dance halls, a large, elegant one and another one in the basement. A lot of my firsts were down there, my first dance, my first kiss, and so forth.
When did you leave? Yeah.
Our ship was taken over in the early days of the war. That was the end of the watery republics. I heard the dance hall in the basement became a weapons cache. Took me half my life to say goodbye to the world I knew in my youth. Imagine me and my parents and everyone I knew being escorted off the ship by a company of soldiers. And I'm thinking, I hope they don't make a mess of my room. I was embarrassed by the younger kids who were crying their eyes out, but they knew, I guess.
Is that the end of the season? That is...
Yes, the start of the war was a turning of seasons, and we had been warned this season was going to end. Oh, but we didn't understand the warning. You see, one night, along a coastline, we saw beautiful lights shimmering above the water. Later, we found out this was an ancient warning system. It hadn't been used in so long. We didn't know what it meant. We just thought, well, ain't that pretty? We tried to stick together and camped out on the coast of the prismatic grounds.
Prismatic grounds. What is the prismatic?
kingdom of art and science. They got rich during the golden season. Everything that made them beloved before the wealth came. Passionate, uncompromising, self-obsessed, made them unbearable once they had power. Artists make terrible kings. Are you sure you want me to keep going? The story gets darker from here on.
Keep going.
Okay, so conditions in the camp were getting worse. My mom got lost in thought for long periods of time. She'd be completely still for hours, days even. We realized she caught, well, now we call it time misperception disorder. It's when you lose your ability to tell how much time is passing. A minute can feel like an hour. A day can pass in 10 seconds.
How did it make her feel?
What's so hard is the feeling of absolute loneliness. Normally, we're all at least roughly in the same flow of time. But with this disorder, you walk alone, truly. We heard about a traveling doctor who could cure these kinds of diseases. I decided to go find him. I found out his name was Dr. Fumio, and he traveled with his son Lucio. People talked about him like he was a god.
What happened when you found them?
I described my mom's condition to Dr. Fumio. He said there was no cure yet, but there was a village high in the mountains. He thought it was high enough he'd have a better chance at treatment. Lower places are more dangerous. Valleys are the worst. He invited me to join them in going to the village, but I wanted to go back and get my parents and bring them with me. I packed my things and got ready to leave the next morning. At night, my mom came to me in a dream. She was standing in a field of flowers. I'd grown since I last saw her. We were the same height. She pressed a finger hard into my palm. She taught me well. I knew the meaning of the gesture. I knew no matter what I did, I'd never see my parents again. In the morning, I told Dr. Fumio I would follow him to Karo village. The next few weeks were very physically tiring, hiking, climbing. And when we found the village, building, planting, cleaning, Fumio brought sick people from all over the world, and they got better. The treatments worked. Everyone was healing. So why couldn't I? One day, we got word the war was over. We never found out how it ended. It was like peace just swept over the earth in a split second. There was a party in the plaza to celebrate the end of the war, but I couldn't bring myself to go. Yes, it was over, but it had taken my home, my family. That night, as I was falling asleep, I felt the bed tilt and sway gently, as if it was being tossed on the waves of the ocean, as if I was back in my bedroom on the ship, as if I was back in my mother's arms, being rocked gently to sleep. I knew I was finally home, and nothing could hurt me.
I don't know if you've been noticing as well. No dialogue choices reappear, which means every time.
I imagine coming upon a place as hidden and singular as my own village. Eventually, I found myself circling a valley, looking for a way in.
No dialogue choices reappear in a conversation. So every time you'd play this, you can choose new choices. See a different side of things. Historic yet optimistic. Yang Valley.
This valley is asking people for a visit. I should oblige it.
Home of 3 reliable gods. Created by the Information Signage Company, 730. You do have to commit to your choices in that as well. It's quite interesting. Remember what she said. Valleys are the worst.
This is a truly enormous, impassive structure.
High places are the best. Valleys. And there's a dam. Is that it's a dam with a bridge. I really like this place looks. Tiang Valley Dam, a gift from the Prismatic Grounds. The Electric Peace Project, year of 515.
We never used this kind of technology in my village. Nobody trusted it.
Nobody trusted it. You know what I'm being reminded of from a story perspective as well? The setup to Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. It's very, very reminiscent of it. Blood Zone.
Oh, the valley. One second.
It's our first person we've seen.
The elder said that people were exhausted by symbols after the war. But here are a few hanging.
Is that a strotophob? What are they called? What is it?
A recorder?
I love old gear like that. It's getting more and more rare. I had a camera, but it broke. Not that interesting of a story, I guess. What are you doing here?
To observe and record the world.
The whole thing, huh? You're young. You got time. What kind of stuff are you recording?
People and their culture.
Oh yeah, civilization they call it. The valley would be a good place to use those tools. Too bad it's closed down. Let me finish up here, huh?
Must be a car, but it looks weird. I haven't seen one like this in my books.
Hey. This was like a second home for a while. That was fun earlier when you showed up. And I was carrying the cardboard man. You were like, who are these guys? I've been pretty bored here. You know, the valley's gonna be flooded soon. That's why nobody can go in there. The dam is falling apart.
What's wrong with it?
It's too old. There's nobody left who knows
150
how to
years
repair
old.
it. We're taking it down so we'll know when it'll collapse. It gives us time to evacuate everyone.
Wait.
Greyhounders. We're a community organization. We do all kinds of fun stuff. Health clinics, minesweeping, daycare, evacuations, weddings.
Two of those things are not like the others.
We're new.
Is Greyhand supposed to mean?
It was supposed to be because we're helpful yet neutral. We took a vote and decided to change the name, though. We want something more friendly sounding. I'm excited to find out what it will be. We're trying to get new things going, but it's hard. The past really has a tight grip on people. Doesn't feel like a fair fight. So we're trying to, well, anyway. It's funny. I stood guard here for a week, and I've only seen greyhounds like myself, and valley people on their way out. But now I see you, and you're like a new element or something. I've never met anyone doing what you're doing. And we greyhounds gotta support new things. So, I'm not supposed to let anyone in. How can I? Jeez. I think you should go down into the valley and take a look. Gonna try something here. Dang it. I was trying to wink. Well, you get the idea.
I
Go
get
on
you.
and put that old gear to use. You can take my map of the valley too. I don't need it anymore. I'll be down to pick everyone up around midnight. See you then.
What an interesting man.
I met a greyhound. He let me into the valley. I think he wanted me to record what the greyhounds were up to, and he gave me a map.
Excite. Sunset Valley entrance assembly. Okay.
The assembly point seemed like a good place to start.
That was like the car in old time media. That's true. Can't move it. I thought it did look a little bit familiar.
The elder warned me about valleys. She said they were dangerous. I feel a dulcet tension in the air. I enter to see the moment between seasons.
Pleasure boats with radical political program. Pretty good sketch of him. Here stands the gateway to Tiang Valley, home of the three mindful gods. As you enter, try to imagine the millions of pilgrims who passed under this gate before. They were born, they lived, and they died.
I'm not the first to do this. Just the first in a long time.
The entrance to Tiang Valley Shrine. The Tiang Valley Shrine is only open to visitors when the sun rises and when it sets. Visitors wake early to see the morning ceremonies, and they come back at night to witness the ceremonies that bring an end to the day.
It seems like I'll have to wait for night to enter the shrine.
Please respect the visitors of Tiang Valley, the residents of Tiang Valley. They are not actors or tourists, guides or animals, but hardworking folk. Please collect all trash or debris from the concessionary stands before leaving. Garbage not only clutters the pristine valley, but is offensive to the local people, who do not eat mass-produced food or drink.
I'll think about what kind of visitor I want to be.
As well. Not to be the tourist who just takes photos all the time, but you know. Uh-oh. Since we're trying to document everything, why not? Oh. Wrong button. We might actually see people this time. To be fair, that is our mission, yeah? We would be doing a disservice to the person reading this if we did not document. Fog descends. Or I guess we descend below the fog is the more accurate choice. That's really, really pretty. That is incredibly beautiful. Imagine actually biking down something like this. It would be so cool. You'd catch so much... You'd be so fast. Catch so much wind. I haven't biked in forever. I should. Yeah, I should. Get into biking some more. Not now, though. It's very, very cold. All above will remain, all below will walk away. Come to Tiang Valley. Remember, you made it here. We made it here.
I am probably the last person that will ever be welcomed here by this sign. All above will remain, all below will wash away.
Behold the ceremony of the random dead. A person is selected arbitrarily from the graveyard. A monk unearths memories of this person for all to enjoy. Every first Saturday of the month, sunrise at the Tiang Valley Cemetery.
I have wondered about the lives beneath unkept graves.
The well-trodden path. This very path you stand on has been the same since at least year 350. Imagine millions of pilgrims walking this humble path to visit the famous Tiang Valley Shrine.
The elder told me there's very little information about the years before 500.
Probably take a photo of the path. It's just like an old old park map sign. Gas, parking, bus, phone. Serene pond area. Memory flower. Excuse me, what is a memory flower? Memory flowers are unique to Tiang Valley. Their long history is intertwined with the religious practices of the valley. Stop and listen. You might be surprised by what the flowers have to say. Beautiful but dangerous. Remember this helpful mnemonic. Memory flowers few, few. Memory flowers many, danger aplenty.
I wonder what the flowers have to say.
Some.
God of sleep, I've been gathering harpic, and I've been gathering courage. If my big prayer is wrong, if it goes against divine will, please spare the people of this valley. We're so desperate for peace.
Memory told over and over again.
Sonia, head monk. 727 to 780. Now this game gives a double view on memory. On one end, our mission is to document the world. On the other, the doctor tried to cure people who couldn't forget anything. Yeah. Absolutely. Same. Memory flowers. Something to keep an eye on. It's another. Whoops. Another way up in the cemetery.
These metal animals are looking up, expectantly.
Supposed to be baby boats. Possibly. Have more memory flowers. Hungry eyes and empty stomachs. Local artist. so it's starving bird. Okay. Okay.
The people here are so weak.
I heard gunshots last night.
That was us. What is that?
Look at the pond, the water.
What is that pattern?
Should we run or something?
They should have ran.
Something frightening happened in this memory. But what was it?
Something tells me they should have. The echo flowers, yeah, that as well. Saw a pattern? Water. Maybe we'll find out.
Will the last voice to cry out in the wilderness not even be human?
What was that? Iron Head. Will we encounter anyone here? Seems like it. Interested in joining the Greyhands? What do you like to do? How do you want to spend your infinitely precious time on this earth? We will create a position specific to you. Each Greyhand is their own department.
It sounds like they want to adapt their organization to the people in it, and not the other way around.
Interesting. Map again. A bike rack. Convenient. What a concept, honestly. Imagine that. Attention residents of Tiang Valley. The problem, the dam is falling apart. No one alive knows how to fix it. Solution, we will take down the dam ourselves, so we will know when it will collapse.
There's a number to call for questions regarding the dam.
Document that. Gather around the Greyhand.
Imagine if the man I met is the only living Greyhand, and the rest are cardboard.
It does make sense in its own way. I mean, it's getting ahead of everything. If you can get people out, you know. Radiant City, a blank canvas for your dreams. A community for the full human being. Not the worker, not the parent, not the child. The full human being.
It's hard to imagine something new, a new way of living, but they're trying.
Radiant City. Located at a high elevation with safe, fertile soil. Low elevation is dangerous. Low elevation pools containments.
The elder also said low places are dangerous. The city is high up like my village. Maybe it is safer.
We think if we're documenting culture, there's one thing that is heavily involved in culture. It's signage. Thank you for helping my daughter find her journal. We were so stressed. One of your people named Soul really took the time to answer all the questions my kids had. He was more patient with them than I am. Thank you for helping an old person like me carry all my heavy luggage. I'd like to be a gray hand when I grow up so I can help people.
The gray hands seem to care what people think about them.
Indeed. Play the slide reel. We have no leader. Doing it right this time. Doing it right this time. We will never wage war. The weight of the past will fall off our shoulders and we will see the world as it is, as if for the first time. We will hold hands for the right amount of time. Not too brief, not forever. We will build the next season.
They say they're going to build the next season. How?
That makes me wonder now. That makes me wonder now. What if the Grey Hands were the old soldiers? So we did catch something. Just didn't catch it fast enough. They do have the uniforms. It makes me wonder, were they the soldiers?
God of sleep.
Did I not capture the...
God of sleep.
Oh no, we did get this one.
A green space. I feel memory in the air like pollen. It reminds me of a poem my dad was never able to finish. The first line was, "If you want to awaken the dead, just whisper."
Want to awaken the dead. Whisper. Game is important in making you feel the importance of your mission. If you only caught a glimpse of the siren noise, future generators may never know what it was like. That's true. It's true. Assembly point. Potato chips. Thoughts on a new season. A manifesto for the future. Everyone knows something is wrong, but nobody knows what to do. Everyone you meet is paddling aimlessly through grief. Everyone you meet is in mourning because the last season left behind a beautiful corpse. It is time to bury it and move on. You say it is not so simple. Yes, but the walls that surround us are not as thick as they appear. One of these walls may even be a door. We will summon a moment of psychosis, a moment when we forget we can't walk through walls. And so we will. We will walk through a wall. What kind of season is on the other side? No one knows, because we haven't built it yet. Join us.
The Grey Hands want to end this season.
Grey Hands have plans for a better future.
These snacks are so identical, as if they were mass-produced. The snacks of my life have been homespun, idiocentric even.
Gather around the Grey Hand. Name, profession, former Tiang Valley resident, Radiant City, apartment.
There must be a lot of people going to the city if they need to keep track of them with cards.
Conserving versus forgetting to move on. Yes, I would definitely agree. That is...
Nobody is here. Guess it's too late for me to register.
Say that is maybe the main focus. Of tea. Want to grab this. And these.
I never learned about this technology in school. Could it be emergency rations from the war? I will leave it alone.
Probably best. I don't know if you have any money that's fitting for it either way. Oh. You hear distant music. Oh. Distant sound of someone running towards the phone. Knocking things over. They pick up the phone.
Oh, thank God someone is still down there. I've been trying to get a hold of someone for hours. Ah, thank you. I forgot the Day Zero materials. You know, the visual literature, the warm bath of ideas? I left it at the dig site. It should be sitting on a barrel with a fruit sticker on it. Oh, wait! Hold on. I forgot to do the secret password. I don't even know who you are. Is it too late now, you think?
No point now.
Yeah, the locals don't use the telephone anyway. The hermit in the woods is afraid to because she got hit by lightning once. Anyways, thanks for answering. The Day Zero material is in the dig site, pretty sure. It should be sitting on a barrel that has a fruit sticker on it. You know, I guess I was going to say you could bring it to me, but the flood will destroy it anyway. So actually, I was worried for nothing. Everything is lost in a flood. God, we really know what we're doing. I'm excited for this all to be over. I'm excited for this all to begin. Bye-bye now.
Assembly point.
The Greyhands are the future in all its uncertainty, the good and the bad, the hope and fear of progress. The loneliness of this season will be left behind. A collective project is coming.
Loneliness of this season. Fear, the hope, progress. Oh, I guess... Did I not finish off the assembly? I should finish off the assembly point. Left my books by the dig site. Gonna trust this totally random stranger. All 2324. Not enough numbers for a phone number.
The process of taking people out of the valley was also a kind of ritual, a way of bridging one life to another. They know the world they're leaving. The next one hasn't been created yet.
Cows.
Is that your name on your collar? Let's see. You are
Ooh.
Madrigal.
Magical. Can you pet the cow? You can pet the cow. This is perfect. Game of the year. Pet the cow. Do it now. Moo again. There we go. Kind of graffiti over here.
The artist has depicted the Greyhands as a child. They don't have faith in their capabilities, but see them as innocent?
Oh, I skipped over that dialogue. Bad. short grass for a small snack. Just another. Yeah, I think that's just the way past the assembly. Kind of said knowing what will happen to them when it floods. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That path goes where I think it goes. Hey, there's a cow outside the fence. Just go where I think. Time to make an arc. This game likes to play with my heart. Yeah! I think that's its whole thing. Oh. Music's a little ominous.
I recognize you.
Yeah?
You're the famous doctor. That's your boy. The one with the visions. I'm right, aren't I? I won't tell nobody.
We're just passing through.
I have a niece. She hears things. Voices of the dead.
I can't help you.
Please, give it some thought.
I can't treat anyone here in this valley. This is not a place to get well.
Where is?
I'm working on that. Take care.
It's surreal to find a piece of Dr. Fumio's past so far away from Cairo.
No, was there? Oh yeah, yep. Way to the shrine. We have lots of places we can go. Okay. These steps are a lot less weird than the one at Cairo Village. Once again, we've seen else. These atmospheric ruins have designated a symbol of the unfathomable nature of the past. What is this? A bridge? Some kind of aqueduct? Who built it? Why did it fall apart? We don't know, but we'll live beside this hulking structure for the rest of our lives. The year 100 at least. Older.
Such a huge structure. I wish we had more information about the olden days.
Leave the bike here for now. All we have is the shrine here. Quite impressive. Their olden days could be our era. Maybe. You heard that sound too, right? Some memory flowers.
I smell Hay, rust, an old warmth. Music from a trio of performers. The metal, the breeze, and my mind.
It sounds like the music box song from that area underneath the bridge.
A symbol and a name. The Din. These stones must represent the three gods of the valley. Their names seem important. Din, Din, Din. Like an echo from the past.
I
We have Dr. Fumio's cures to negotiate with the exigencies of life as a conscious being. Here they have a religion. The form changes. Our needs remain the same.
Dr. Fumio's medicine. Religion. Cow.
Compared to my village, they lived in the open here. They lived on the land itself. I hope in the future, at least some people are still living like that.
Oh, the gods. And the shrine itself. Old.
A different symbol and name. The void. Sounds
Void,
ominous.
not void. That's the problem with,
There's a field of purple across the river.
I see that. Just I didn't check if there was anything behind it. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, not enough space. Tide. Din, void, tide.
This stone is to worship the tide. The tide. Something calm that comes and goes.
Nothing behind this one either. Oh. Stand.
What is a symbol but a word without a sound?
Side to the shrine. Come up both ways.
This must be for writing something. But what?
Wonder if it'll let us write. Not yet, at least. Check up down here either.
I wonder if this god is supposed to be missing part of their face.
So back down there is down to the valley. You might keep noticing I keep stopping. I keep trying to hold down the change pace button. Which is not how that works at all. Don't know if we can go inside just yet. Valley Shrine, esteemed and designated as a historical landmark. The Tiang Valley Shrine is the humble birthplace of our true and local religion. With the discovery of the rituals of forgetting and the construction of the first statue, an area of psychological assagement began, which continues to this day. Year 3 before.
This shrine is where it all began. I wonder if there are still monks in there.
Sunrise.
It'll open at night.
Getting a little bit more lag up there. Well, we've explored the shrine, at least for now, till it becomes nighttime. So I've heard this game is only about 8 to 12 hours. Might stop somewhat soon, just because it is about 10 o'clock. I'm not exactly sure how the save works, though. I don't know if it's auto-save or how exactly that. Keep running into things instead of actually breaking. It's a nice pathway, though. Oh. How did those get up there? Actually, memory.
In Cairo, we have a statue to remember Dr. Fumio. But this statue is meant to be worshipped. Then it was my first time being in a car as it was being cleaned. Moving through a tunnel, like being in the mouth of a whale. The prayer gave me a memory that isn't mine. But it feels like mine now. It seems like it came from the golden season.
Gave memory. Somebody else, but it became the bike stops. So when you drive into obstacles, you know what? Fair enough. Needs a break. Oh, the paper slips. I once knew all the words to Manchez's music, and I find them slipping away. My voice goes quiet when others shout with joy. Please let me find those old lyrics, restore them to my tongue. I want to remember everything. I want to remember my whole life before it's too late. I want to write it down. Please, God. I've forgotten the name of a childhood friend who taught me how to lace my shoes. Early names like that are such tokens, such spells. I would love to speak it aloud again, if only I could remember.
Those slips are prayers to this god for memories?
The den.
I've been given so many memories here. I hope I'm able to pass them on through this journal.
Photo. It is a very cool statue, I have to agree. And some of those quotes are really something else.
This bird sounds like a genius.
That was one side of the shrines. Here's side. What is that? Fire? Kind of eye-catching. So this one is tied.
There is something calm and descending about this statue. Like falling slowly.
Found a statue with a face calmly splitting in two. Some of the strip. Please keep the soldiers asleep forever. I'm praying for a dreamless sleep. I want to wake up new and not carry the arms and limbs of dead memories into the morning. Please let me rest. I hear the electricity in the air. I hear the radio waves. I hear cars moving on a distant highway. Please let me rest.
Those slips are prayers to this god for sleep?
You considered earplugs. God of sleep. Died.
Tide.
Oh. I prayed to see you again. I didn't expect it would be in a dream. Life listens and then it does what it wants. We have to make do, darling. I've been thinking about how much this season needs you, and how the season after that will need you desperately. I wish I could help, but this is a brief dream. What can we say?
Doing what?
Oh, that's good. That's a relief. Maybe I won't remember this dream, but I'll try to hold on to the feeling of relief, to carry it into my waking hours. I don't know if you will, but I know I will see you again. For so long I'll think it'll never happen. I'll almost make peace with having lost you to the world. But then all the work of my grief undone in a moment. When I saw you again, I wept and I laughed. Someday you'll have a child of your own. Someday he'll want to see the village where his mom was born. And I'll be here, waiting for him. We'll stand together, just like this. I have 1,000,000 questions for him, and he'll have 1,000,000 questions for me. But before we can say a word, I'll look into his eyes. And I'll see you looking back at me. Take care, my darling. It's time to wake up now.
I was waiting for her to press their finger. Palm.
This god put me to sleep. I got to talk to my mom. Sleep is the shadow life that connects us all. It gives a cycle to our days, a reset, a reflection, remembering and forgetting at the same time.
And that's the meaning behind the splitting face. One life that you lead, and the other life when you sleep. Two sides of the split face. Wake and dream. Oh, I guess East Shrine Path and Shrine Path have the same thing. Thank God, actually. Oops. Yeah, so this goes up the same way. Same. Oh, I tilted too far. One more god. Find out about. They sit in the middle.
This must be the dream sickness. They'll sleep forever. All my life I've heard solemn references to the war. It never reached our village, but it touched the lives of our grandparents.
Soldiers were put in eternal sleep.
What happened here in the valley, and how did it end?
Does seem like these are the soldiers. Around a camp.
Weird. This looks like it was drawn by a child.
Everything over here is smashed as well. Rifles.
I've seen pictures of cars before. They were common in the golden season. This car seems to be named Honk Honk.
Uniforms are familiar, but I can't put a finger on it. It's probably just the red. I think the actual format of them is not as familiar. There's not any overly familiar. It's the term. Wind chimes make different sounds.
Music from a trio of performers. The metal, the breeze, and my mind.
Evacuation notice. Flood. Register evacuation at the designated assembly point with a Greyhound agent. This area has been issued an evacuation notice. All residents of the flood zone must evacuate.
All this will be washed away.
Including the soldiers. The lost. We pray for those lost in the turmoil of the war. Those who never came home. Who may be living or may be dead. Or may be trapped somewhere in between. The dead. We pray for the dead. For those wilted by the axe of man. The maimed. We pray for the maimed. The long echo of pain cease.
I'm looking at a memorial to the lost, the killed, and the maimed. We are so lucky the war never came to Cairo village.
Prismatic troops pushed into Tiang. The Far West refused to join the prismatic system. No one imagined the scale of the ensuing conflict. The Prismatic's long retreat has now even reached Tiang, a neutral area. The war will continue until...
The people here weren't ready for a war.
Tiang Valley. You'll never sleep so soundly. You'll never remember so fondly. Never forget so gently.
That last line is kind of disconcerting. The scale of the old world grew beyond human proportion, maybe beyond human feeling. The parking lot will never die.
Officially completely out of gas. Forever. Year of 772.
This machine fueled countless tourists motoring into the valley. Supply lines must have been cut off when the war started.
Why did that guy not get a blanket?
They believe a prayer put the soldiers to sleep. Is that possible?
Oh. We did not begin this war. We did not seek to profit from this war, but we ended it with a prayer, the silence of peace. Sleep.
Everyone's here. She's really going to do it. How can she be sure?
The shrine is protected.
How does she know?
Sonia knows.
How can she be sure? She can't know for sure. This has never happened before, has it? I don't want this. We need to leave. Let's just run.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, God.
We're going to be okay.
It won't be over soon.
That same
Oh,
sound.
Sonia. What did she do to protect the people of the valley?
We heard that same sound. We were hearing what happened.
Everyone's here.
At the lake with those soldiers.
The war was its own season, but the trauma of it echoed on into this season, haunting it.
Actually, look. That's a slightly haunting image.
The memory of war lingers, but the Grey Hands are guiding people somewhere else?
Who drew this? There's a chance it wasn't just a sickness, but it was a prayer. put an end. Extra parking along the river.
Trying to imagine this place full of tourists, bustling with fumes, automobiles growling for territory. Something oddly satisfying about the sound of this haphazard percussive situation. This flower has a shimmering quality.
I've always prayed when I needed something. But now I just want to thank you. The calm you brought over the world. I'm in love with this silence. This moment. We're going to live. And we're going to remember.
I can hear the relief in their voice. This must be after the end of the season of war.
I wish I knew where that percussion was coming. So we're near cow farm. I mean, I could look at the map. Oh yeah, here's the cow farm. This is right near where we came in from. Oh, fruit.
The valley keeps producing fruit, even when there's no one left to eat it.
Wondering what all those sounds were.
I've never drank cow's milk, let alone some kind of frozen version.
It's pretty good. Everyone seems to like it. Harvested from cold cows, we call it ice cream. So.
This seems to be where they sewed these lovely embroideries.
Hi, cow. Thought there was another box there. being evacuated. They're moving us in an apartment building in the Radiant City. There's no room for animals. Breaks my heart, but I have to leave all of you here. I've got the radio tuned to your favorite station. You've always done right by me.
These people had to leave so much behind.
Wow, we got a big show today.
Huge show.
Breaking news. The Greyhands have died.
We're being reborn, baby.
And we're taking suggestions for our new name.
Live on the air suggestions from the rank and file.
You don't even need to be a Greyhand to suggest a name.
True, true.
The number to call is 0019. That is 0019. First caller, hit us with a name.
Hi, yeah. I was thinking the bricklayers.
Okay. Bricklayers.
Laying some bricks. Well, yeah, thanks for the suggestion.
We'll be taking them all afternoon, so keep them coming.
That number again is 0019. You're listening to Greyhand Radio. We are broadcasting live from Greyhand
Oh my God.
HQ.
And we're gonna take a little break.
If the Greyhands are changing their name, you'd know them as something else.
Music for cows. Cows like,
I like the tune well enough. I wonder why it appeals to our bovine brethren.
look at all of them. We made lots of very happy cows. Game of the year.
This Greyhand kid just wants to be loved?
Interesting. Again, I wonder who's the artist behind that. Oh.
These patterns remind me of the festival outfits in my village. I wonder if these patterns tell stories as well.
Trophy. Best Moo, 790. World Cow Championship. International Competitive Cow Festival, 750.
Cows from all over the world came here to compete in cow stuff?
Cow stuff.
The golden season seems like such a different world.
I don't think I looked at the tractor when I was over here first.
This machine looks powerful. It must have done the work of many people.
What a very pleasant cow farm. And we made all the cows happy. Super, super worth it. Pet the cow.
And you are Mata.
You find out all the cow names? What was the first cow's name? I've forgotten. They're all over here. Let's find out all the cow names. We have Mata.
And your
Madrigal.
name is
Topet.
Tupet.
Pet.
I wonder who named you that.
Mata, Tupet.
You are a cow and you are named Kresnahorkai.
Polish cow.
A beautiful cow named Gorp.
Gorp. Gorp, Krasna, Orkai, Mata,
The name
Madrigal.
of this cow is TVC-15. Oh my.
TVC-15, Topet.
And the 7th cow's name was Balto.
Volto. Okay.
The cow is called Frenzy.
Frenzy cow. This is Madrigal. Hi, Madrigal. So we know 9 cows? Still 1 cow up here.
Another cow. Another perfect name. Nelly.
Nelly. We found every cow name, or are we missing a cow? I hope we're not missing a cow. I think we might have talked to every cow and gotten its name. Perfect. No more cows to talk to.
Stay where you can hear me, okay?
Thank God they have electricity down here.
Did you hear from your friend in the Watery Republic? Which one is it?
The Topaz. We can get a ride with them on the coast.
Great. And we're really just gonna leave the car behind.
It's a junker anyway.
Beautiful.
I told you 786 would be our year. I sang you that whole song about it.
They sound so free and happy. Just roaming around the world.
7-6. We've taken quite... Okay, so yeah. We took a really roundabout way, but now we've explored, like, everything this way, and now we have to go to the other side of the... Roundabout way, but we got there. Maybe we explore the fruit farm and everything about it next week. It's like, let's look at our journal. We've completed the cow farm. International Cow Competitive Festival. Then we have not encountered the void yet. Encountered the tide. We've seen what happened during the war. See in the parking lot. I think up until actually boxes. Oh, and all the stuff, all the photos we took on the path. Little fellow. Okay, here we go. Olden days, before 500. 500, season of modernity, season of industrialization. 722, the golden season. A season of cultural exchange. The war, 770, which lasted 10 years. 780, the season I was born into. Season of question mark. And so, our goal has been to map out the season following the war. All right. Taro, Fumio. Road outside of it. Gray Hands. King Valley. Dex 2. Assembly Point, Cow Farm. Everything before. Oh, there's a retrieve bicycle shortcut. That's awesome. It does autosave, right? I am assuming it autosaves. Save and exit. 326. Tiang Valley. All right. We have gotten a fair amount of achievements already too, which is very fun. We got the Music for Cows achievement. Play a herd of cows, their favorite genre of music. Greyhand's Praxis 101, begin your political education. Deep Listener, find a hidden botanical voice. Stranger Encounter, encounter a stranger and have a pleasant interaction. Outside World Seer, see the outside world before it's gone. Journal Beautifier, completely customize a page in your journal. Home Lever, a journey of 1,000 seasons begins with one step. Oh, that's right. Boom. Oh, I'm so tiny. Oh my god, I'm little. Don't look at me, I'm so small. No, I'm big. You must all respect me for being big. What expression is that, right? Okay, it's a good one. I am large, you will all respect me. Oh, Steam has to update. So, I mean, 7 achievements already. We've just got 9 left. That's, you know, I made a 3rd episode thumbnail for this, and I don't know if we're gonna have to use it. Let me restart Steam. That was really, really fun. That was absolutely fantastic. I'm excited to play more of it because the world is just so good. I apologize for the lag issues, but I mean, I couldn't really do anything, and nobody seemed to have an issue, so hopefully it's not that bad. I mean, it's not like gameplay is the main part of it. You're mostly reading things and taking still frames, so I don't think a little bit of a poor frame rate will really have that big of an effect, hopefully. So, I hope that that's been fine. Yeah, I'm so glad I heard about this game and kept it in my memory, because it's been really, really good. I'm glad you've been loving it as well, Mateo. There's something about those narrative storytelling games that just really dig deep into the ambience, the atmosphere, the story, and the mystery. I love it. I very, very much love games that can do that, so seems neat so far. I'm glad everybody's been enjoying it so far. I haven't heard much about this game since it came out, and that seems like a travesty to me just because it's so rich and immersive. It's so good. Oh, fantastic. I haven't played many new games this year. This one's high up on my list already. It's gonna take something credible to kind of overthrow this one so far. Theme of conservation is very new to my art, so the game made me teary-eyed more than once. That's, yeah, the whole idea of memories and conserving them versus letting go of them and moving on, the balance between that is something I really, really appreciated. And not to just make even more connections to everything, since I compared this to Bioshock or not Bioshock, Nier, and what was the other game? Someone said Undertale. What was the other game I compared it to? Oh, I said the sounds were kind of Dishonored, like the creaking metal. That's right. And Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, I've made a lot of references. To make another one, that idea of conserving a memory versus letting it go comes up in almost every single route of Katawa Shoujo as well. Thinking about it because Manji played it today. It all comes with the letter from Iwanako. The idea of how to exactly handle that is another part of that that memory. So really, really good story, really good everything. I'm super excited that I'm finally playing this. It was worth the extra little delay. And this week, I mean, this week just in general, we've got fun stuff planned. Oh, schedules. Let me put it up on screen. I'll pop it out. Today we had our season stream, and I can't wait to play more of it next week. Thursday we resume normal operations as we go play Persona 3 Portable. Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing the next Full Moon Shadow and on Thursday, which will be exciting. And then Sunday, we're reading the first chapter of a visual novel I've also had on my my view for a little while. I'm a very big fan of the writer behind it, and the art behind it looks amazing as well. I wonder if Manji has figured out, if he's still here, or if he knows who the writer of Historia is. I wonder if he knows. Like I said, it's a writer I've liked for a while, so glad they have a project out there. Historia? It's I do have the game's itch.io page linked in the stream description for that stream, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out from that, but if you don't know, it's maybe best to keep it as a mystery until Sunday. But I did say that this week was going to be one that was fairly heavy on some new stuff, some stuff I'd been wanting to try, and a lot more narrative, emotionally driven games, which is going to be a nice contrast to the fact that the new Destiny 2 expansion comes out in 2 weeks, and we are going to be playing that. I'm super excited for Lightfall as well, but look forward to that when it actually comes out. Other than that, pop that away. I'm still just my, I can probably turn my reactive images back on. 1 second. I closed Discord to It did end up working. It seemed to keep the frame rate a little bit more above 30, which was nice. Why does Discord open so slowly? It doesn't matter at this point. It's late enough in the stream already. Oh, stretch. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes. Anyways. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, please subscribe, comment, hit the bell, join the Twitter, join the Discord to stay updated on things. If you enjoyed the game, please go check it out on Steam and buy it. Manji has realized. Manji has figured out. Manji is aware. Yeah, yup. That is who the writer is indeed. It's gonna be very interesting. It's been a passion project of his, and it seems like it's turned out fantastically, so I can't wait. And yeah. I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're safe, and I hope you're well, and I hope to see you in the next stream, Thursday, 5 p.m. CST, for more Persona 3 Portable. OhaHyou, everyone. Bye-bye.